I'm cooking for the firemen. Now I'm ready to make those peach oatmeal griddle cookies. You know, this recipe is lots of fun. I was playing with the idea of some oatmeal cookie recipes, and when everything kind of came together, they didn't really look like cookies. They looked more like pancakes, and so that's what inspired me to make these griddle cookies. I'll measure out 1.25 cups of skim milk. And just get that heating a little bit. So I'm measuring 1.5 cups of regular oats. My milk's still heating up a bit, and I'll get all my wet ingredients together. 2 eggs and 1/3 cup of maple syrup. This maple syrup is the only sweetener outside of the natural sweetness in the peaches. Just a tablespoon of vegetable oil. Just whisk that to combine and set that aside. My milk, I just test it. Yep, it's just above body temperature, so that's hot enough. Just to soften up the oats. I'm going to let the hot milk do its work. It's like making breakfast cereal. And let them absorb the milk. 1/4 cup of whole wheat flour. All right, so 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. And 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Just grind that in my hand a bit. So what I'll do is get my peaches ready. I'm looking for 1 cup of peeled and diced peaches. Karen's peaches are just the best. These are still firm enough that they're easy to peel, but just so juicy. Well, I'm just going to slice these peaches now, and then I'll dice them into the measuring cup. So I'm ready to combine all the ingredients. You can treat these griddle cookies just like oatmeal cookies and add whatever flavors you want. So if it's not peaches, you can use raspberries or blueberries or even raisins, just like traditional oatmeal cookies. Or how about, if you're doing this more for breakfast, bananas and chocolate chips. All of them would be great options. And 1/2 cup of sliced almonds. The almonds add such a nice texture. I just flatten them out a little bit, but they don't move too much after that. Just like pancakes, I'm waiting for these to firm up and lose their shine right around the edges, and then I know it's ready for flipping. They're a little more tender while they're hot right off the griddle, but once they cool a little bit, they sort of settle into shape and they're easier to handle, and you can just pick them up and eat them with your hands.
absolutely love cooking. That's all we do. I mean, I'm stuffing zucchini flowers, and I make my own pizza right from scratch, and I love it. Absolutely love it. We made a new calendar this year, and Anna and Mike were nice enough to give us recipes for every page. As soon as I get together with Mike and Anna, the first thing is food. We're just talking food all the time.
Oh yeah. Well, I know I'm going to have one of these griddle cookies, and I better save 1 or 2 for Michael, or I'll be in trouble. So I think I better make another batch so I have enough for the firemen.